Conversation 59. The Trade-Off. Mariana Windsor explains that she stole the Turner drawings because she needed more money to buy comics for her collection. When her father stopped giving her money, Robert Greene told her she could take him valuable objects from the house in exchange.
No, he didn't ask me to steal. He told me that he made lots of trade-offs with his customers.
Trade-offs?
Yes, a trade-off, an exchange. He would give me a valuable object if I gave him one.
So you took him the drawings?
No, that was much later. First I began to take him small objects, things that I found around the house.
Like what?
I don't know. A book from the library, a watch, an old salt shaker.
You took the silver salt shaker?
I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking.
Conversation 60. Little Nemo. Mariana tells everyone about the trade-off she made with Robert Greene. One day, a very valuable comic arrives at the shop, and Mariana must bring him something very valuable in exchange.
Then one day, a very special comic arrived at the shop.
Little Nemo in Slumberland.
Exactly, an original edition, in English, signed by the author. I had to have it. Robert Greene saved it specially for me.
Was it the time that you asked me for £100 to buy a comic?
Yes, but obviously you didn't give me the money. I was so angry. I needed to get that comic book.
So then what happened?
I took various things to the shop to trade, but nothing was good enough for Mr. Greene. He said that I had to take him something more valuable. So then I decided to take something from my father's art collection.
Conversation 61. Mariana, regretful. Mariana explains the details of how she took the works of art from her father's collection.
I can't believe it.
I'm sorry, Dad. I really regret it. On that day, in the morning, I took advantage of the fact that Pauline had left the house. Then you left too. I took the key to the art collection and opened the door. Then I took the drawings because I knew they were valuable, but I didn't know how much they were worth. I even thought you might not notice, because you have so many in your collection.
Of course I noticed. I noticed immediately. Those drawings are worth hundreds and thousands of pounds. They are the most valuable items in my collection.
I know that now. I didn't know they were so valuable. They were just drawings, so I thought they wouldn't be much more expensive than an old comic book. After grabbing the drawings, I took Charlie's coat and hat so that Daniel wouldn't see me on the security cameras.
Conversation 62. Mariana's plea to Robert Greene. As well as revealing how she stole the drawings, Mariana explains to Alice, Natalie, and her father why Robert Greene didn't say anything.
I took everything to Robert Greene's shop. He was so happy with the drawings, and he gave me little Nemo in exchange.
Mariana, why didn't Robert Greene tell us it was you? First, he said it was a man, then that it was a woman with black hair and green eyes like Pauline. Why did he lie?
That's my fault as well. After all the drama about the robbery, I asked Pauline if we could go to Camden Market for a bit. I went to Robert Greene's shop and begged him not to say anything.
It's true. We went in the afternoon. Yes, we saw you there.
I saw you two as well, in a bookshop, talking to a man in a hat.
It was you spying on us in the shop.
I just wanted to know if you suspected me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Conversation 63. Forgiveness. While Mariana cries uncontrollably, Lawrence Windsor assures his daughter that there's nothing to worry about.
Mariana, it's not your fault. You made a mistake, a big one. But I know you didn't mean to hurt me. You didn't think about the consequences. Don't cry. Everything's okay.
It's true, Mariana. The only thing that matters now is finding the second thief so we can get the works back.
And if we don't get them back, it doesn't change anything. I'll always love you.
Thanks, Dad. I love you too. Does that mean you forgive me?
Of course I forgive you.
OK, now we have to find out who took the drawings from Robert Green's shop.
There is something strange about that man.
Well, he did lie to us. I think we should talk to him again.
Yes, though this time I think you should go with the police.
Conversation 64. The police. Lawrence Windsor gives Alice and Natalie a small card with a telephone number on. Whose number is this?
It's the number of Detective Smith.
The police officer who's investigating the case?
Yes. She is the police officer in charge of the case regarding the robbery.
We should call her.
Yes, I think you should. I think the three of you could work well together.
That sounds like a great idea.
With Detective Smith, you can question Robert Green again and ask him why he didn't tell you the truth. Maybe if you go with the police, he'll tell the truth.
Conversation 65. The telephone call. Alice and Natalie telephone Detective Smith and ask her to investigate the robbery of the Turner drawings together.
Hello?
Hello, Detective Smith. Do you remember me? My name is Natalie.
Oh, Natalie, I assume you're with Alice, investigating the robbery of the Turner drawings.
Yes. How did you know?
It's my job to know these things. I'm investigating everything related to the robbery as well. I know you are doing the same.
Yes, we've been making some inquiries. We don't want to interfere with the police, of course.
Oh, it's not a problem. Why are you calling?
If possible, Detective, we would like to meet with you. We have some information that we think could help, and you could also help us to move forward with the investigation. Conversation 66. The meeting in the square. Alice and Natalie make plans to meet with Detective Smith in Trafalgar Square, London. Detective Smith is a woman in her 40s. She is tall, with brown hair and dark brown eyes. She wears red glasses.
Hi, Natalie. Hi, Alice.
Hi, Detective. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is mine. Now, tell me, what have you found out so far?
This is what we know so far. Mariana, the daughter of Lawrence Windsor, has a collection of comics that are very important to her. She normally buys them in Camden Market, and for a while now she has been buying them in Robert Green's shop. But her father stopped giving her money for the comics. That's when she started to steal objects from the house to exchange for comic books at the shop.
Robert Green told the girl to steal?
Mariana says he didn't. He only told her that he could do a trade-off, but he didn't specifically tell her to steal. Conversation 67. The plan with Conversation 66. The meeting in the square. Alice and Natalie make plans to meet with Detective Smith in Trafalgar Square, London. Detective Smith is a woman in her 40s. She is tall, with brown hair and dark brown eyes. She wears red glasses.
Hi, Natalie. Hi, Alice.
Hi, Detective. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is mine. Now, tell me, what have you found out so far?
This is what we know so far. Mariana, the daughter of Lawrence Windsor, has a collection of comics that are very important to her. She normally buys them in Camden Market, and for a while now she has been buying them in Robert Green's shop. But her father stopped giving her money for the comics. That's when she started to steal objects from the house to exchange for comic books at the shop.
Robert Green told the girl to steal?
Mariana says he didn't. He only told her that he could do a trade-off, but he didn't specifically tell her to steal. Conversation 67. The plan with Detective Smith. Natalie and Alice tell Detective Smith everything they know so far about the robbery of the Turner drawings.
What do you know about the second robbery?
Not a lot. We know that when we saw the drawings and recognised them, Robert Green called a friend of his, an art expert, to ask him to go and see them the next day.
And then what?
Then someone smashed the shop windows that night and stole the drawings. It wasn't either of you, was it? No, of course not. OK, I had to ask. It's my job. We just want the drawings back in Lawrence Windsor's collection, where they will be safe and well looked after. I see. Let's make a plan. OK, what shall we do next? We need to go back to Robert Green's shop. There is something that we're missing. Conversation 68. The Interrogation. Natalie, Alice and Detective Smith go to speak with Robert Green in his shop. Detective Smith shows him a photo of Mariana Windsor on her mobile phone. Please look at this photo, Mr. Green. Do you recognise this girl? Yes, I recognise her. Do you know her name? Yes, it's the girl from the Windsor mansion. Mariana. OK. How do you know her? She often comes to the shop to buy comics. Mr. Green, did this girl bring you the Turner drawings? Yes, it was her. Why didn't you say so before? I know it's bad to lie, really, but she begged me not to say anything. She's just a girl. I couldn't betray her trust like that. She's been coming to the shop for years. She is one of my best customers. She trusts me. She asked me not to tell anyone who brought the drawings. I decided to keep it a secret for her. Did you know that the object she brought in was stolen? Of course not. I had no idea. Conversation 69. Detective Smith, Alice and Natalie continue to ask Robert Green questions in order to find the second thief. Mr. Green, who knew that the Turner drawings were here? Did you tell anyone? Let me think. Well, apart from myself and these two women, I don't think there's anyone else. What about your friend? What friend? The British art historian. What are you talking about? When we recognised the drawings, Mr. Green called his friend, an art historian, to have him confirm that the drawings were indeed Turner originals. He was going to come to the shop the next day. Who is the art historian, Mr. Green? His name is Michael Wright. Can we talk to him? Conversation 70. The search for Michael Wright. Mr. Robert Green gives Detective Smith information about Michael Wright, his address and telephone number. Then the three of them leave the shop. What do you think, Detective Smith? I think we should talk with Michael Wright. Maybe he's the person we are looking for. Let's call his house. I'll call him right now. No one answered? No, it rang, but no one picked up. Shall we try his mobile? OK, I'll call his mobile. Did it ring? No, his phone must be off. That seems suspicious. Yes, it is strange. Shall we go to his house to talk to him? Yes. Do you want to come? Definitely. Let's go. Let's go. Conversation 71. The last location. Detective Smith takes Natalie and Alice to the address that Robert Green gave them. They ring the doorbell, but no one comes to the door. Meanwhile, Smith asks her colleagues to confirm that the address and telephone number are correct. This is the address of Michael Wright, Doctor in Art History, Specialist in British Art. How weird, right? He doesn't answer the phone, there's no one home, and his mobile is turned off. Yes, it is strange. I've asked my colleagues to try and find out the location of his mobile phone. They can do that. Yes, if the GPS has been used recently, they can locate the phone. They've found it! They say that the mobile phone was detected in Newcastle a few hours ago. Newcastle? That's 5 hours away. What is he doing there? I think I know what he might be doing there. What? There is a big art festival that begins today in Newcastle. Art collectors visit from all around the world. So that means...
That means that if he has the Turner drawings, he can sell them there.